All right, now Clash from the Elite, Season 4, Episode 16. This is the finale of Clash from the Elite, or at least of this season. Now, in the last episode, Ichinose kind of confessed her feelings to Ayana Koji, so I don't know what that's going to do with the social aspects of the show. But she also gave Ayana Koji the heads up as to the coordinates that he's going to, the last coordinates that he has. There's a trap. There's something being set up there. And he's going there anyways, so he has to have some sort of plan, right? But without further ado, let's get straight on to it. Make sure the original content as always. All right, let's get going in 3, 2, 1.
These are some
Or
rather
desired future
heavy-handed methods you've resorted to.
is
Why
the
the change?
director dude.
Well, it's been said.
Yeah.
The best laid plans of mice and men often go awry.
Don't personal
last
boat
chance,
yacht.
Will you come along with me peacefully?
I'm starting to figure out my own goals. It took a while, but I'm not finished here.
Now, doesn't this school feel terribly beneath you with the inferior competition being offered here?
No, I think he
There are
finds some
plenty of
competition.
exceptional people to be found here.
Yeah.
You leave me no choice but to take you back there by force.
Is he going to try to fight you?
House 2v1 seems fair to me.
Really? 2 old men versus Ayana Koji? I don't mean to underestimate them, but come on. Dude's like 60. Oh? That Ayana Koji?
It's so simple, it's barely a
bullshit.
code.
Ha! I finally caught you.
What are you doing way out here?
Following you? Let me see your score. I said I'll beat you in this test. Now hurry up and show me where you're at.
Probably like
I've got 131.
163.
You realize you're still my competition, don't you? Sorry, but I've gotta go.
You're running?
Fine, all right.
Look who it is.
Oh, Chika?
Good luck. Just who I wanted to see.
Who are you? You're gonna have to wait your turn.
No, she's
I've
more
got
important than
business
you.
With her.
Oh, is that so?
Do you need something, Amasawa? Why are you here?
I was just curious where you were headed off to. You weren't assigned an area anywhere near here. Could it be
How do you know that?
we're headed to I-2?
How peculiar you would know that. So that means
He has a
I'm super
creepy
busy, so
face.
shut up and get out of here.
That's fantastic.
I'm at
145.
145.
Okay.
What? Come on.
I suggest you get back to it immediately.
What about what she said?
Some things are just more important. This is your chance to beat me.
Then I guess I'd be a fool to waste this opportunity.
What brings you to I-2 on this beautiful day?
Why ask? It sounds like you already know why I'm headed there.
Yeah, but she wants to hear you say it.
You were the one who left this paper by my tent. Why did you do it?
Did she? How do you know that?
Why are you involving Ayana Koji and me? What's going on here?
Unfortunately, I don't know. I'm just another piece on the board, the same as you. I hope you realize you don't know the first thing about Ayana Koji, and acting like you have any idea how to support him is idiotic.
Are you saying you understand him better than I do as his classmate?
Yes.
But I even know why it is he's so cool and intelligent. But I'm sure you know plenty about him too after a whole year.
No, I don't. Not really.
Yes. Ayana Koji was the first friend I made here. At first, I thought he was an
Friend.
ordinary student.
Acquaintance.
He's far more capable than I imagined.
Maybe not even that.
And yet, he wants to live a quiet school life. So he tries to hide that side of himself from everyone.
Does he want quiet, or is it just part of his plan?
Still, we have till graduation, and I'll use that time well, both as classmates and as friends.
You are now a threat.
I'll know him better than you do now.
Gonna take you out.
You're just an average little nobody.
I say slightly above average. She has potential.
I will be his equal.
I don't know about equal,
If
but
something was so difficult that even
you'd be better.
Ayana Koji needed a hand, do you really think he'd ever turn to you?
As I am now, probably not.
why are you trying to like
change that one day?
demote this?
I've realized
Not the
what's
word,
really
but
happening.
you know what I mean.
You're trying to keep me from getting to I-2 until it's too late. So let's just get this over with.
No, oh, she's gonna
I
get
was hoping
beat
we
up.
could chat a little longer, but if you're that determined,
Yup.
that's 1 point for Ichika or whatever.
Each gun didn't even have a chance. Yup.
Did you think I only did judo?
This isn't normal. What are you?
I'm a great many things.
She's a 5th class. 5th class? 4th class? No. Ayana Koji's 4th class.
You say you you'd like to help him, but what you really want is a glimpse in his head to know what he thinks of you.
Well, I don't know about
Maybe I'd
her.
like to hear that. But from him.
Talking to you is really starting to grind
Oh
my
no,
gears.
no, not the hop.
So come on, let's end it.
Where's the other bop girl? Yeah.
Jeez. I'm the only one allowed to beat you. I can't stand by and let you lose to a random first year.
Not random. I think you're more random than she is at this point. Oh, okay.
You're occupied with me.
You're gonna miss out on points when you could actually surpass me.
Yeah, but
So what? I figure if I win like that, it means nothing.
yeah,
I could have handled this myself.
you know.
Well, you won't be able to beat her either.
How would you know?
2-on-1?
Just watch.
Then you can prove yourself by joining my group.
Oh,
What if one of us got knocked out in this fight? If we're all alone, we'd immediately fail the test.
Me work with you? Don't make me laugh.
Ichica's just waiting. She's like, yeah, I got time.
I won't ask you to like it. Still, I need some sign that I can trust you.
I'd rather die than be on your team.
You might just die. I mean, knowing Ichika.
Gotta hand it to you, not a bad plan. I was never interested in getting either of you expelled. So now that I only need to keep one of you around to avoid
Oh,
that,
that's
I don't
not
have
good.
to feel bad about breaking the other.
Go left. You're not my boss.
Hey, let's take a breather.
This is so cool.
How can a first year be this tough?
I'm ready when you are.
Why doesn't she
Thanks
just
for the
finish
compliment.
us off? She's clearly skilled enough.
She's trying to prolong this. Waste time.
Is she making fun of us? I'll show her.
If you're gonna be on my team, I need you to do as you're told.
Oh yeah?
You can't keep being so bullheaded. Sooner or later, it's gonna
Just
hit
letting
you
this
as
happen.
well.
She's like, the longer it takes, the better. I'm just here trying to waste time.
You'll mature into a threat one day, but only if you
One
manage
day?
to make it that long. So just for now, lend me your strength.
Yeah, fine, whatever.
That's perfect.
I mean,
So?
if you're yelling
What
out
are
the
my marching
moves,
orders?
she's gonna hear it too. Or not. Okay, never mind. Go high, go low. There's no way she went out like that.
I figured you out. It's over. You fight hard, but you can't last long.
Cat's out of the bag.
You're hurt. What happened there?
I might have gotten into another teensy little fight before the one I started with you two.
Who the heck did you fight?
Go ahead and pass, please. I surrender. If you're trying to make
Stupid.
it to Hayanakoji, I'd say it's probably too little too late.
Yep,
Why's that?
wasting time.
Because by now it'll all be over.
I'm gonna go after Ayanokoji.
In that case, I'll follow. If something
we gonna
bad really
see
did happen to him,
someone
I'm
else
gonna be there
watching
to point
this?
and laugh.
Okay, we're not. Who gave her that bruise? Oh, ooh. Imagine someone's watching this. I would give up. I would drop out of the school.
You move more nimbly than I would have expected. You
Yeah.
have someone to trifle with.
Every office needs
And who's this
someone
other
who
guy?
will
I know
do
he's a
work
teacher,
no
but
one
like,
else will, and it
how does
happens
he
that falls to
fight so
me.
well?
Acting chairman.
Hmm?
Well, am I interrupting something?
Oh.
What could two teachers want with my poor underclassmen way out here?
What's she doing here?
Cards on the table. I've actually
Stupid
been
music.
watching for a while now.
How
Yeah, she's ranked
peculiar. We
A
couldn't see
in
your
physical.
GPS as you approached.
Well, weren't you busy fighting?
You intend to fight them with me?
I don't know the situation, but I refuse to watch a younger student get ganged up on.
She just wants a fight.
Let's see the aura of a man against the world.
He's not going to show that. I don't think so. Ooh, nice, nice. Oh, she's like doing boxing. Ooh, ooh. Ooh.
I I'm having too much fun.
I mean, knowing your skills at fighting, probably the first person. Oh, sand attack, really? Does he have a plan B?
Then, what will you do now?
I don't have to do anything now. Your time is up.
Who's that?
How did
Oh.
you manage to get the boats here?
I reported I saw students collapsed here.
So your fighting was just stalling for time?
You tried to intimidate Ichinose, but you failed.
You just called out. Great. Now Ichinose's friends getting expelled.
Were you really doing everything in your power to get me expelled?
I'm afraid
No.
you overestimate me.
One-on-one?
I did
2-on-1?
everything I could with the instructions I was given. May I ask you to deliver a message to Amasawa?
Let's hear it.
You may stay at the school or depart as you wish, for you have nowhere left to return to. Farewell.
Oh, okay. So Amasawa's free to go, but Ayana Koji's like, nah, we gotta take you back.
I won't tell anyone about this. Although you have left me with quite a few questions.
And a
Let's just say
big,
my
good
family
impression.
life is complicated.
Hayana Koji!
Way to help, guys. How many people were beaten up?
May have been a bumpy road.
Oh,
but
you
I
look
hope you haven't
fantastic
forgotten
now.
the deal you made with me.
Certainly not.
What's this deal?
He wanted a favor in exchange for his mercenary work. I'm content in saying he's earned
Mercenary
his request
work.
in return for a job well done. It will be a while before it comes due, and I believe it will only tie the noose around his own neck.
And you're sure about that?
My request is a simple one. I'd like a chance to compete with you on even terms, without anyone else around to intervene.
Again?
It may be a while until I can do that.
This year has just begun, and we still have our entire senior year to look forward to after that.
Gosh, senior year is gonna be suffocating.
They're about to announce the results.
Oh gosh, she's at the bottom 5. Goodness gracious.
Congratulations.
Save some
You
for the
finished
rest of
island
them.
exam. But here are the bottom 5 groups who will be expelled.
Dang, here we
From
go.
Class 3D, Muto. From Class 3D, Kawakami.
3?
From Class 3C, Katsumata. From Class 3C, Shinonome.
All
From
seniors?
Class 3B, Mikitani.
That's
As
crazy.
no measures were taken to save them. All 15 members of these groups will unfortunately be expelled.
Were those all the people that are going after Koanji?
I'm proud to announce the groups who placed in the top 3. We have our third place, the Sakiyanagi group,
Okay, yeah.
261 points. In second place, the Nagumo group,
Who's first?
325 points.
It has to be Koanji.
Our first place, the Koenji group, 327 points.
That's crazy. He crushed it.
You really pulled it off.
That's
He actually
crazy.
held up his end of the deal. This test was a massive step in the right direction.
Oh, dang.
Close
Oh,
to
you guys are
taking Class
close.
B, too. All right, I'll admit I was being negative. You even made it through whatever that was. So
Yeah, you didn't
yes,
even see it.
There are many reasons to celebrate.
I did survive. In fact, I feel completely unchanged.
So, like, it wasn't even competition. Really? That's it? No, there has to be. Oh, no, never mind. There's nothing. You know, the funny thing is, when it's going through all these people staring at something, I'm guessing they're staring at Yonakoji, which is hilarious because we just had someone, Koanji, who not only got first place, but got first place by a wide margin. I think I would go back, but I don't want to. I think Sagiyanagi got like 170 points, give or take. I think it's still in the hundreds, while Koenji got in the 300s. So just the gap between first and third place was crazy. And then I'm pretty sure, let me know, but all 5 of those third years, were those the groups that were going after Koenji? Or at the very least, were the groups that were going after Koenji part of those 5? I would like to think so, because the fact that they were beaten up, the fact that they spent almost a whole day following Koenji, I feel like points-wise, they would have gotten behind. Because other than that, I don't expect all the third years to have gotten out like that. Because we were told that Nagamo was trying to get all the third years to the top 10. So the fact that we almost got a reverse of what was supposed to happen, I would assume that we were given some context previously as to why that happened. So that's why I'm going with the whole Koanji thing. Sakiyanagi is so smart. Not only that, but she's so confident in her smartness. Her smartness? Is that? Sure, we'll go with that. For instance, if I were her, I would assume, like, I could assume that, oh, Ryuin would ask the favor a little bit longer or a little ways away, and that would tie a noose around his own neck, rada, 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 which is a really weird use of words, actually, because of what we witnessed in the beginning of this season. Anyways, like, I would have came to the same conclusion as Sakiyanagi, but I would not have the confidence to put my faith in that idea. I would think about it a little bit, then I would get in my own head saying, nah, there's no way that would happen, all that stuff, and I would excuse it. It would leave my mind. But she's very confident in her ability to read Ryuin. And Ryuin is one of those characters that it's hard for me to figure out where he is. Do I underestimate him? Do I overestimate him? To me, this is just like a quick comparison. I need more thought into this, but I'm saying it anyways. He reminds me of Jogo from Jujutsu Kaisen, in which we can't figure out exactly where we place him because we thought he was super weak because he was going up against Gojo. But then when he went up against normal people, he was this abomination that was super powerful. So it was hard to place him because it depended on who he faced. And the same thing with Ryuin. Ryuin, I feel like if he goes up against someone like Sakiyanagi, Ayano Koji, he's bottom tier. There's no way he'd win. But if he goes up against someone like maybe Ichinose, Horikita, that's where I feel like he's super smart. And it's hard for me to continue thinking him as a smart person because he continuously goes up against Ayano Koji and Sakiyanagi, which kind of drop him down a peg. But he's a very smart person, at least from the things that we've seen previously. All right, and then this fight. The fights in this episode are pretty good. I really like the fights in this episode. I don't know why I continuously try to compare this with the fight between Ayano Koji and Ryuin. It's hard to top that, in my opinion. I don't know exactly why. I think because I haven't watched it since then. I would like to think that the same choreography applied in both senses. I think what made the Ryuin and Ayano Koji one so crazy was because prior to that, we have not seen a Ayano Koji fight. So it was kind of like a slap in the face. We were shocked just like Ryuin as to the scale of what Ayano Koji can do. And I think it went a little bit longer and he destroyed those 4 or 5 people, give or take. This, he wasn't really fighting a lot. I mean, he was doing pretty well, but his main goal was to buy time for the other boat to get here. So the director dude, whatever he is, he surprised me because he's a little bit older, but yet he was able to be super nimble. This guy, I don't know what he is. I know he's the teacher of class 1, or he's one of the teachers, but still, we've met the other teachers and they're not adept like that. At least we don't know. It just seems like he's like an assistant of the White Room. He knows about the White Room. Something about him is different than the other teachers. And what I mean is where he came from. It's so funny how he deems Amasawa as a failure. Therefore, he's okay to let her go. She was able to defy orders, and now she's free to just be a classmate and not have any ties to the White Room, which is kind of like a slap in the face to Ayano Koji in a sense, because technically Ayano Koji did defy orders by leaving the White Room, but yet he's still deemed as a success, so the people in the White Room want him back. So while, yes, he said this to Ayano Koji to give it to Amasawa, I think it was also a slap in the face from him to Ayano Koji saying like, yeah, we'll let her be free, but for you, you'll never be free. And also, this third year, how much more important is she going to be to the story? Because she's now realizing that there's more to this than surface level. So she might be a considerate ally to Ayano Koji because of that. But it's only going to last a year because she's a senior. Therefore, next year, she's going to be out. So whatever she's going to be doing in this scenario, it has to happen within this year. All right, and then this fight. This fight took half the episode? Yeah, more than half. Goodness gracious. I am trying to figure this out. Okay, so while I was watching this, I was thinking, okay, Ichika's main goal is to keep these people, or at least Horikita, away from Ayano Koji. And I was almost confused because it seems counterproductive to what she wants in the end. Like, she wanted Ayano Koji to stay in the school. Didn't want him to get expelled. So you would think stopping her is counterproductive to that, right? But now I'm starting to think, okay, if Ichika thought that Ayano Koji already had this in the bag, then whether or not she made it in time or not wouldn't make a difference. But since she is in love with Ayano Koji, she deems Horikita as a threat because Horikita is kind of close to Ayano Koji. So she kind of doesn't want Horikita to white knight it and think that Horikita has a chance with Ayano Koji because she barely knows anything about Ayano Koji. So Ichika thinks of Horikita as a small little bug who thinks she's bigger than she is. And she feels threatened at the idea that Horikita thinks that she can get to their level. Now, from this fight, there's a couple questions that come to my mind. First off, who was the person that gave Horikita the note? Because Horikita asked Ichika, oh, weren't you the one that wrote the note? Ichika said that she wasn't. Now, I'm inclined to believe Ichika because it seemed to me Ichika was actually wondering why Horikita was going to 1I2. It seemed like she was actually curious. It seemed like she didn't want Horikita there anyways. It seems like she was almost offended that Horikita would assume that she gave them the letter. So everything's pointing me towards the fact that Ichika did not send the letter. She could be lying, right? White room stuff. But I'm inclined to believe her, which is something I don't think I would have said. So then would have been Ayano Koji. That was my initial thought was, oh, Ayano Koji gave her the letter. But there were a couple things that counteracted that. Ichika made it seem like, okay, which she's right in this. If Ayano Koji was in a position in which he needed help, why would he choose Horikita? No hate on Horikita, but we kind of know how Ayano Koji sort of thinks about Horikita in a sense of she's nowhere near him. So the fact that he would only ask her seems like it's kind of a stretch. So if it's not Ichika, if it's not Ayano Koji, who's the third party? And this follows up to my other question. Is that third party the same person that gave Ichika this bruise? Because I would like to believe, even if she was pulling back, even if she was kind of messing around, she would not let an attack on this measure hit her. And she said someone that she fought previously. So one person, singular. So there's some person that is on par, if not higher than Ichika, that's still in the school, which might be the new threat that we have to worry about in the next season. She was the new threat in this season, and this kind of points to a new threat in the next season. So while the director said that she's good to go, she's released, does this mean that he's going to bring another person in? Or is there another person? Because even if you have someone who's focused on the physicality of their thing in the school, like their rating in the physical aspects is rated A, or I don't know if there's an S, but high. They're still nowhere near the people of the White Room. We've seen that with Hosen when he went up against Ayano Koji, and we even seen that with the third year girl going up against the teachers. The people of the White Room is just that much better. That's the only reason why I'm expecting another person from the White Room, because that's the only type of person that would have injured someone from the White Room that much. And I'm still surprised that they teamed up and they were somehow able to get Ichika on the back foot. I mean, yes, we figured out later that Ichika's kind of already been beat up, and that Ichika's main thing was, oh, I'm going to waste time. Still, the fact that they did anything to Ichika was surprising to me. But it wouldn't doubt that this fight between Ichika and Horikita gave Horikita some sort of thought process on Ayano Koji, in which she thought that the gap between her and Ayano Koji was either closing or it wasn't that far. But this gave her a new perspective, thinking, oh, shoot. One, I don't really know that much about Ayano Koji. Two, the gap between me and Ayano Koji is greater than it's ever been. And three, technically, I don't know the gap between me and Ayano Koji. If she's anywhere near Ayano Koji and she's only a first year, what then does that put Ayano Koji at? So I'm interested to see if there's any change in thought process, I guess, with Horikita because of this interaction. And lastly, I just want to say, is anyone going to pay attention to this guy? I mean, this guy destroyed everyone. And he was the only person in his group. So I don't know. I think it's one of those things of where he's such an outlier that people don't want to focus on him because it's impossible to predict. He's almost like Deadpool in a sense of where his actions are so unpredictable that trying to predict them is a waste of time and energy. And the fact that he's not trying to get to class A and the fact that he's not trying to win everything, people are probably like, okay, yeah, Koenji, you can do whatever you want, just don't have it affect me. But anyways, that was my reaction to Classroom of the Elite Season 4, Episode 16. If you like my reaction, make sure to like, subscribe. If you guys want to know anything more, comment section below, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.